Welcome everybody, my name is Michael and today we're discussing about Vitalik Buterin and how Ethereum did surpass not only $3,000 but up to $3,200 and thus making Vitalik Buterin technically a billionaire if he still owns the full amount of his Ethereum. Meaning Vitalik has sold Ethereum multiple times before in large batches, and today we're going to explore all of that. So come join me for an adventure. Woohoo! Ethereum's current price is at $3,269.59, but we did reach a new all-time high of $3,318.61. Earlier today, it was at $3,201.89, and that figure alone would make Vitalik Buterin a billionaire if the full 333,000 Ethereum that is in an address that he on Twitter in 2018 confirmed was his, if that fully belongs to him now in 2021. Because let's take a look on Twitter. This is the address, $1,048,419,415 if the Ethereum price is at $3,143.49. And he's got a few interesting tokens in there. One of them is Akitu Inc., which is almost $60.5 million. Maybe that was a project that he really liked, he worked with, or somebody who wanted to market their project years ago and suddenly their coin went up really tremendously in value. We have another one, free coin, 581,000, OMG network. This is a pretty large coin though, so 286,000, Uniswap, and 1inch. I've never heard of these though. But as you can see, it's pretty active. We've had two today, really small transactions, so nothing crazy going on. And if we refresh, yep, it's currently approaching $1.1 billion. Not too bad at all. So here in 2018, we see Vitalik discussing about, I never personally held more than 0.9% of all Ethereum, and my net worth never came close to $1 billion. Also, I'm pretty sure there are no criminal laws against pre-mining. So this was all the way back in October 2018, and this will redirect to the address that we just saw. Though that doesn't just include sales, it also includes some gifts and charity donations. So a lot of time has passed in 3 years and we don't know if that is fully 100% his amount. Regardless, even if it's not fully his, even if it's, let's say, 90% his, he's approaching $1 billion sooner or later, and we might even see Ethereum hit $4,000. Now, that would make him the youngest cryptocurrency billionaire and also the second youngest self-made billionaire, only behind Austin Russell, who founded Luminar Technologies in 2012, and he became a billionaire at age 25. Russell has currently a net worth of $2.6 billion. Now, this didn't come easily, and Vitalik has been known to sell quite a bit of Ethereum before everything happened how it did. Vitalik Buterin tweeted on December 14, 2020, 7 years ago, before Ethereum even began, I had only a few $1,000s of net worth. I nevertheless sold half my Bitcoin to make sure that I would not be broke if Bitcoin ever went to zero. And this was in response to many people purchasing Ethereum on margin on loan. Vitalik wanted to warn people from doing this. He said, please don't do things like this. I would never recommend anyone take out a personal loan to buy Ethereum or other Ethereum assets. He was responding to people asking which bank to get loans from for Ethereum, which I also don't recommend, because if the price goes up, fantastic. If you sell, you're able to pay it off and everything's fine. It was very risky and it paid off, but there's also 1,000 other people that might do that same thing, and for them, it may not pay off. So this was back when Vitalik Buterin was a teenager, but he is known for selling a large amount of Ethereum in late 2015. He sold 500,000 Ethereum to Galaxy Digital CEO Mike Novogratz. How much did he sell it for? It was priced at the time for just under $1 at 99 cents. As of November 16th, 2020, that would have been worth $226 million. For 99 cents, Mike Novogratz purchased the entire sum from Vitalik for only $495,000. Now, accounting for inflation, we're going to be a little bit over $500,000 a few years later. But using the most current data, 500,000 Ethereum, if Mike Novogratz still has it, which it's quite possible that he does, or maybe he sold a little bit, but he definitely got more Ethereum because now he's a billionaire. 500,000 Ethereum at the current price of $3,263.10 would be $1,631,550,000. Not a bad return on investment there. So we know that he sold 500,000 Ethereum back back in 2015. Currently, he's holding on to 333,000 Ethereum in that wallet. And he did sell when back in 2013, Bitcoin was at $800, half of what he had in Bitcoin, which is only a few $1,000s. But that was back in 2013. And if he held the full amount, obviously that would be a lot more today, although we're not sure exactly how much he had. Now, another tweet in 2020, someone asked Vitalik if he sold Ethereum at the top. He said, I sold Ethereum at around $700, or about half the top. Actually, both sold and donated, while the Ethereum Foundation sold at $1,200, and that money has gone into developers and grants since then. So we know that Vitalik sold his Ethereum for fiat, not Bitcoin. He didn't sell anywhere near the top, but obviously if you're the creator of your own cryptocurrency, I guess at that point you don't really care about that. There's been quite a bit of controversy regarding his selling, but I think even more controversial was Charlie Lee selling all of his Litecoin. Now, I did read somewhere that Vitalik, this was a while back, I couldn't find this anymore, so I can't verify it, but if I remember correctly, either he sold 25% of what he had, and that was the Mike Novograds, or throughout his entire lifetime, he sold around 50% of all the Ethereum that he had. Regardless, it was a fairly large amount of Ethereum that he sold. He would be a multi-billionaire right now. But we do know that the Ethereum Foundation sold around 70,000 Ethereum at the previous all-time high, or near the all-time high. And he said that that doubled their runway. So it was a great decision and had a lot of impact. He also reportedly transferred 30,000 Ethereum to the cryptocurrency exchange Bitstamp, and that was towards the end of 2017. Many people were speculating that he was selling his own coins. But regardless, whether the 333,520 Ethereum is fully his today or it's not, he is going to be a billionaire. There's a lot of people suspect that Ethereum will hit $4,000, $5,000, maybe even potentially $10,000 all the way. Just looking at his experience and what he's had in his lifetime, this all started from a crazy experiment from Peter Thiel. So Peter Thiel, if you've never heard about them, he's this crazy Silicon Valley billionaire, and he has this grant program. He gives people $100,000 to drop out of school and pursue their interests, and that's what happened. So Vitalik Buterin proposed Ethereum, and Peter Thiel decided, you know what, that sounds like a pretty cool idea. He gave them, the team behind Ethereum, it wasn't just Vitalik at the time, $100,000 from the Thiel Fellowship, and he went to work on Ethereum full time. Obviously, that turned out very well for him. But his experience with cryptocurrency came from 2011 when he was writing for Bitcoin magazine. At the time, he was paid around 5 Bitcoin just for writing articles, which is a lot, but at the time it was just $3.50. Unfortunately, the website was shut down not too long afterwards because of insufficient revenue. The publication that shut down was Bitcoin Weekly, and someone afterwards, after that shutdown, reached out to Buterin about starting Bitcoin magazine, which he was delighted about that. From Bitcoin magazine, he was learning about Bitcoin and other cryptocurrency ideas at the time, and he came up with Ethereum, describing it as a decentralized mining network and software development platform rolled into one. In late 2013, Buterin argued that Bitcoin needed a scripting language for application development, and that's where he came up with Solidity for Ethereum. He created his own language. Buterin has contributed to other open source software. He is originally from Russia. He's contributed to Dark Wallet, Bitcoin Python libraries, and the cryptocurrency marketplace site Agora. Not Agora from the dark net, but Agora. In 2017, even Russian President Vladimir Putin met him at the St. Petersburg International Economic Forum. Throughout his lifetime, he's been involved in philanthropy. He donated $763,970 worth of Ethereum back in 2017 to the Machine Intelligence Research Institute. He also donated around $2.4 million of Ethereum to the SENS Research Foundation in 2018. That was for research on rejuvenation biotechnologies and human life extension. And he also continued to donate to the SENS Research Foundation in 2020 with a further $50,000. Together with other partners, it was a total of $150,000. And this was to combat aging and aging-related diseases, which was chosen because of Twitter at the time. So this is still very controversial. There's still people on cryptocurrency subreddits and even on Ethereum arguing about this. In my opinion, it's nothing to worry about. His Ethereum came about from the ICO and the pre-mine, and that's really easy to explain. He's not going to dump on his own project, and it's very possible that in the future that $1 billion might be worth $10 billion if he doesn't continue to sell. And his selling in the past is not that he lost confidence. It's just the same as a CEO working for a large company decides to sell a small amount for himself for the better of the company, so he has enough money to live for however long, and at this point he has enough money to retire, and that his company won't ever go down under. There's a lot of successful companies, if they don't plan for the future, if they don't plan, especially like in Ethereum's case, where you have cycles and you're going to have a bear market, if they didn't have that extra runway that Vitalik was talking about, they wouldn't be here today. And why are they going up right now? It's because of Ethereum 2.0 and all these upgrades.
That's today's video, guys. If you enjoyed, hit that subscribe button. If you're not still subscribed to the channel, we're approaching 900 subscribers. I'm extremely grateful for every single one of you. One video per day, continuing the trend. See you guys later. Have a great rest of your day. Hopefully some of you guys gain a fair amount. And if not, well, we're waiting for Bitcoin to hit $70,000. See ya. Bye.